The session is now live on YouTube. I've made you the host.
Great. Thank you so much. Sabha, I'm taking the session live now. Starting the webinar now.
Okay, fine, sure. Everyone, good evening. How are you all? Uh, okay, we received some mail who complete the lesson. Will let me just see. Um, yes, the voucher criteria is pretty much simple, Mr. Naresh. You just need to come, like we will announce on the last day, we will announce the dates for all of you, the time. In that time limit, you all have to make sure that you all are completing this Catalyst developer course the entire trial mix, and whoever would be the first one, like out of the participants, those who have completed the trial mix, the lucky winners would be selected. So it's like that. I'm good, Mr. Atul. What about you? Awesome. Hi, Mr. Atul. Good evening. Okay, so in from today's session onwards, I will be assisting you all to complete one of the super batch. So the super batch which I will be assisting for all of you to complete it, it's Apex one. Okay, specialized Apex. So whatever the modules are there related to that, will be doing it in the session, and the remaining thing you all have to do it as your self study. Okay, so anything, any doubt from the last one, the recruiter app one? You all are able to finish that? Any issue, any error from the previous one? Anyhow, the next class we are going to have, it's a doubt solving session. So you can come up with your queries and all. We'll help you out with them. But I don't think so as such difficulties you'll be facing. Okay, so let's begin the session. We have very less spent today, I'll see. Mhm. Okay, I'll just start it. Allow me a minute. Uh, Very good evening, Ms. Garima. Uh, can you please tell me which is the last module? Screen is not visible. Yeah, I'm sharing. Apart of developer catalyst, do you need to complete any test or anything? We just need to complete the developer catalyst trial mix there from the portal. Apart from that, in order to achieve the certification from NESCOM, okay, you have a small test that you can do it at your, like, once you're done with this, you will get some time to prepare yourself, and then you can appear for that exam. And for the Salesforce vouchers, if you're completing your Catalyst entire trial mix over there, you would be eligible for the voucher, and the lucky winners would be selected out of them. and they will receive the vouchers for like 20K or something, like basically to clear your Salesforce exam. Yes, Ms. Garima, you have the practice test available and you have one attempt to do the practice test also. It's on the this platform itself, what we say, NASCOM platform itself, future skills. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just sharing my screen. Just allow me a minute. I'm in search of something. Yeah, I got another messages. Uh, Salesforce Catalyst, developer. Come on, it is for developer only. So you will get a Salesforce Global certification coupon. Yes, PD1. It's PD1 only. Practice set for is Mr. Sommer. You can choose your own dates for the certification and all. If you will get the voucher, you can choose your own date as per your practice test for the Salesforce certification as well. From the Salesforce certification, no, they don't have a such practice set. But yeah, if you're completing this style mix, you are prepared for it. That is what it is. Okay. Vouchers, like I told you, lucky winners will get. No, multiple. It's not only one lucky winner. There would be multiple. There are multiple. Okay. Okay. I took a lot of questions now. Let's start. Um, where is my application number? Yes. Yeah. Okay. No, I want to share this one. I hope so the correct screen is visible for all of you. I'll just quickly log in to my account. Go. Uh-huh. 15720. Nice, Mr. Dell. Every time we join with this name only. Dell. I even don't know whether it's Miss Dell or Mr. Dell. Oh, okay, Mr. Pranav. Are you sure you have not entered extra zero? It's one like 57,000. Yes, Mr. Pranav, from the this as well, future skills also you have it. With the minimal fee like around 600 or 500 you have to pay and then you can do it. Mr. Teacher. Yes, sure. 32,000. Okay. 32, 35,000. Nice. What just happened? It's not able to search. Okay. So far we have completed in the class regarding things. So we have completed data management, right? Import, export, and data security. These are the things we have done. We were expecting you to finish out till here and come for the next class. Everything, whatever is done from the day 1 to till here, right? You have to complete the event monitoring and building discount approval. It's a part of recruitment app only. I'm not. No. It's not a part of recruitment app. This one, yeah, the recruiting app one. Oh, nice, Miss Karima. I have already done Mountaineer. I have got the Mountaineer already. Okay. So what I was telling, we will be data security is also done. Last class, yeah, we completed till here. And all the modules from the recruiting app you all have to complete. I have shared the personalized link for the recruiting app module itself, right? Where you can build the data, object, and everything together. Yeah, sure. Okay. So what I'm telling that we are going to work on the Apex Specialist Super Badge. So whatever the things are required in order to complete the super badge, I'll be helping you to do it in the session. The other things you have to do it as a self-study. When I said other things, that means you have some modules, couple of modules, 1 or 2 modules, and some super badges like flow elements, clean flow specialist, or approval process specialist super batch, and process automation super batch, and then developer set super batch. So these were, you have to do it. But for today, it's not a 1 day task. I know, I'm not asking you to complete it in a single day also. Today we are going to focus on triggers and testing. Okay. So we'll be working on Apex triggers today and Apex testing. So whatever the modules are coming in between this, you have to finish it out by the next class. Like you have to work on the shield, then API basics, platform API basics, these 3 modules. Admins and the SQL for admins, you can do it in the next class, not an issue. Today we are going to work on triggers, testing, asynchronous, Apex. No, we'll not go for that today. Yeah, only these 2. So we'll learn how to create a triggers using the Apex, as well as we will understand how you can test your code or how you can check out the test coverage, which is 100%, 50%, or something like that. Okay. Use SOAP API. In the use SOAP API, you're getting error. Fine. You can use the existing playground for triggers and testing. What is not completely visible? Are you getting some black patches on the screen? There's an issue with the Zoom since long days. Like when we share the screen, the controls display as black. Yeah, these black lines are coming, right? And this black line is coming, isn't it? So it's in, these are nothing but the, yeah, these are nothing but your Zoom control only, which is reflecting on the screen, and they're not able to differentiate between them. It is highlighting as a black spot. So, yeah, there is an issue with the Zoom. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going for get started with Apex trigger right now. In this module, you are going to discuss how you can write a trigger for a Salesforce object, for any object, how you can make a trigger, and how you can use trigger with context to the variable, or you can call a class method from a trigger, or you can even use the S object, okay, method in the trigger to restrict the save operations. They are suggesting us to go through these levels like quick start, Apex, or the Apex basics and the database, SOQL for admins, and developer console basics before going for the triggers one. So if you want to explore more in detail, you can do all this level. Okay. So Apex triggers will basically help you out to perform any customized actions either before or after any event to the record. Okay. Like if I'm trying to insert a new record, whenever an employee requests insert the record for the leaves, I want to generate a trigger that will send a message to the manager to inform that this employee have applied for the leave with the details of the record. Does this make sense? It should be automatic. It should not be done manually. So this is something called trigger, where some action leads to trigger another action or the series of the events. Okay. Whether you're trying to insert the new thing or update it or delete the thing, right? Just like in your database, you can use the triggers. Apex also give you the functionality of the trigger with support for managing records. Okay. Here, the basic syntax for the trigger is given, where in order to define a trigger, you need to use a keyword trigger. Okay. Followed by the name of the trigger, like ABC, whatever you want to name it. On which object you are trying to create the trigger, on the contact object, on the account object, on your property object, the object name will come. On that object, which event you want to trigger, before insert, after update, after delete, after undelete. You can even mention the event which will activate the trigger for you. Then finally, the block of code. What should happen? It should generate a message or create a task or something like that. Okay. So that you will add it over here. Here you have a couple of examples are given. Like it's a simple one which say hello world trigger for account object you're doing. Whenever a person try to insert a new record, okay, then it will just show hello world on the system.debug on the console over there. Okay. Let's try out this thing. I don't think so this will give any error in the following for the following challenges. So let's give a try for this. Open your launch your playground. This time we'll not go to our favorite page setup. We go to gear icon and select developer console. Developer console enables you to write the code over there and execute it. Oh, I launched the wrong playground. Let me know if you are able to see my developer console, whatever is launched on the screen. So go to gear icon and select developer console. Don't select the setup this time. Is my new screen is visible for you? No, it's not visible. You all can see it now. It is independent, Miss Vaishnavi. It's completely independent. Okay. So in order to start a new trigger or new file in your developer console, we click on File. You will select New. When you press the New option, you have lots of things which you can create new here. You want to make a new class, a trigger, or a visual force page, or application. You want to write the code for the lightning force application. Anything you can do here. Anything and everything you can say. So I want to make a new Apex trigger today. So I'm selecting a trigger here. Come on, everyone, show me a thumbs up if you are able to get the Apex trigger option. Now you need to give a name to your trigger. The name of the triggers are mostly in the Pascal case. Yeah, it's in the Pascal case. And wait, I was here, right? Doing this example. Like here you can see hello world trigger. So it's in a Pascal case. And we always create a trigger related to some object. Because on the object, we can add a record, insert the record, delete the record, or anything. In the first playground, you can do it. It's fine. So the object is account. So I said I'm creating a basic trigger. The name of the trigger is Hello World trigger. And I'm creating it for the account. Submit. It will give me the layout. Trigger, keyword, followed by the name of your trigger, Hello World trigger, on the account object. By default, the event you will get before insert, but as per your requirement, you can change it. After insert, after update, before update, anything you can do as per the requirement, whatever is there. I'm just copying this. It's a very, very simple one. Like on the system, debug console, you will get hello world return whenever a person try to add a new record to the account. Easy? Anything you need explanation here? Like it's very simple, I believe. It's just a system print statement, right? Make sure you are saving your files manually. It's not auto-save. You can see this star mark here. It's not saving automatically. Control S, the easy way to save your things. Okay? Or else you can go to File, Save. The star mark should disappear. Done? Everyone? I think so, Mr. Rakul, while copying the name Hello World trigger after R, you copied one extra space. That is the reason you're getting illegal name. Make sure you're not putting any space in the name. Be careful with the spaces. Before or after, you must have, I can see here. Okay, done. Now it's time to, I have created the trigger. Now I want to check out whether this trigger is actually working for me or not, right? So let's try to add a new record into your account. Debug, open execute anonymous window, or else you can just press Control E. Okay. I will be most of the time using the shortcuts, but for the first time, I will show you what is for what. Going forward, I'll be using mostly Control S, Control E and all this thing. Okay. So I want to open the window here for the debugging. Now we have to write the query over here in order to insert the data into your object. Here it is. I just copied this. It's very simple. I'm telling in account, I'm creating a variable A. New, I want to make a new record on account object. The name of the person is test trigger. You can name it anything. Bob, Builder, Tom, Cruise, anything. Done. Now insert A. Trying to insert this data into my object. Make sure you're clicking on open log, okay? And then execute it. Don't miss on clicking open log. Open log and then execute it. Yeah, it get executed. I want to see debug only. It is printing hello world. So it get, while executing it, we set the trigger, right? That whenever person try to insert the data, I want to print on the console hello world. And I can see here hello world on the screen. So my trigger is working successfully. Clear? Come on, execute it, save your trigger, try to add the accounts, check your debug, whether you're getting the hello world there or not. Sorry. Are we all done? You're able to get it? You can see how the trigger is actually working for you. Yes, no. Error. Don't use a cursor, Mr. Akul, to copy the thing. There is a copy button. You're copying extra spaces or something, that might be the reason. Okay. Fine. I'm going for another one here. I'm going for the challenge now. I just showed you the basic one, so I'm going for the challenge now. In the similar way, you can explore it. There is no limit for it. What is the error, Mr. Rakun, you're getting? Okay. Oh, yeah. You remember we created this validation rule. We created this validation rule that account number must be 8 character long while doing the previous modules. That is the only reason I don't do the practice set. We get into trouble here and there. Mr. Akul and Mr. Harish, the reason for this error is because of our previous modules which we have completed, especially the practice one, not the challenge one, the practice one, where we set the rule that if your account number is less than 8, you will not allow a new record to get entered. right? So that is the reason you are getting this error. You are trying to insert into account only. So while inserting into account, we are just passing the name. We are not passing the account number. It is less than 8, definitely. And you are getting this error. Anyhow, it is just a practice one. If you really want to do it, go to your account, setup. Mhm. Object manager, account, validation rule. I don't have it, but you must be having one validation rule here. Edit that validation rule and disable it or delete it for your account object. You don't need any validation rule. Okay, if you really want to do this practice one, then perform it like this. Like go and disable your validation rule. It will work it for you. Okay, Mr. Akul and Mr. Harish. Turn off the validation rule from your account object. We just need to come to object manager, account, all the way down, validation rule. And if you have any validation rule, just turn it off. I'm not going to do any practice going forward. Deal. You have to go through the practice, copy, paste it, and execute it in a new separate playground where you have to do the practice only. For the challenges, keep a separate playground, which we are using every day in the class now. Okay. Here is a challenge for us. They're asking us to create the Apex triggers that set account shipping postal code to match the billing postal code. Okay. The shipping postal code should be equals to the billing postal code in the account if the match address option is selected. So we have the match address option available. Yes, Mr. Akul, delete the validation rule. We completed that level already, so it's fine. Okay. So let me show you. We are in the account only, right? No. I'll just open any account here. In the details, we should be having one checkbox that will say billing postal code should be equals to the shipping postal code. But the checkbox is not there. Let me see. I may, then we have to make, oh yeah, we have to create a field first. Fine. Add a checkbox field to the account object. As of now, we don't have the checkbox right now, but we have to add the checkbox. What that checkbox will do? That checkbox will allow you to automatically copy your billing address into your shipping address. Copy this thing. There will be a checkbox like when we fill any form, simply while filling the form, you have two address, right? The first is residential address where you are living right now, and the second is permanent address. Sometime we have the option available. Permanent address is same as the residential address. Just check box. Then you don't have to add your permanent address. You just need to put your residential address. Have you ever filled the form like this? Where they ask you permanent address, right? And the residential address or some other address. If they both are same, then you just need to click on the checkbox that yeah, this both the addresses are same. Then you don't have to type it both the same thing twice. Avoid that thing, right? So the same thing we are trying to do here also. We are telling once my billing address is same as the shipping address, wherever the bill is going, I want to do the shipment over there only. Why should I add the same data twice? Why should I do the extra work? I will just keep a question here. Both are same, matching. If the employer will say yes, so it will automatically copy the thing. You don't have to do it manually, right? So let's try to do the same thing here. As of now, we don't have that question whether both the addresses are same or not, but let's add it, that checkbox first. So go to Object Manager, Account, Fields. Come on, you should be able to do this one. New, we have to make a checkbox here, checkbox. Next to copy and paste the name, field label. Label name comes automatically by default is unchecked. Yeah, save. Next, save. Nothing else. Next to save. Don't do anything. They're not asking us to make it visible for everyone, to do this, to do that. Save. Why they are emphasizing on the API address? The reason is this: the API name we are going to use in the code. To check if it is true, then copy it, else nothing. If else, if not else also, if only. So that is the reason they are asking us to check the API name. We are going to use the same API in the Apex code there. Clear? I'll just search for it. The API name is correct. Match underscore billing underscore address underscore seat. Customize field. Done, everyone? Shall we hear? Okay. Let's go ahead now. Mr. Arif, Muhammad Arif, we just need to make one field in your object. Like we go to Object Manager, Account, Field Relationship, New Field, Data type is going to be checkbox. We are making a checkbox here. Next, paste the name. Rest of all thing, next, save. Nothing else. I'll just cancel it. Let's go back to your backend. Now we are done with the framework. What they're asking, Apex trigger, the trigger name is account address trigger. Copy the trigger name carefully. Don't add the space. On account object, event before insert, before update. What it will do, it will try to check the billing address is true. If it is true, the shipping postal code also will get matched. Fine. I'm just back on my developer console. I hope so. My console screen is visible for all of you. Yep. No? Can you all see my console screen? Okay, fine. File, new, trigger. I'm making a trigger, obviously. Name, we copied it earlier only. Account, address trigger, no space after R. Object is account, yes, submit. Click on the submit button, show me thumbs up. Come on, everyone. Okay, a lot of thumbs ups. I got it. Fine. I'll just submit it. Done, 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 done. It's visible. Okay, done. Uh, so it already made the structure for us, right? Like trigger, the name and everything is coming for us. Let's move on ahead. So it's not only before insert, it's even before update. So we have to trigger this thing twice. So for all your account it will trigger the new event here. What it will check, I'm using a for loop to check for my all the accounts there. Okay, if my account copy that API name, match billing address underscore C, right? So from my account object, match billing address C, the customized field, is same as, I'm doing a comparison here, not the assignment. True. I put the checkbox true. In that case, what it would be doing, from the account, it will take the shipping postal code. This time I'm doing assignment, and I'll add it as billing postal code. Semicolon. Pretty much simple. Check out the problems. It gets updated little late. Control S. Don't forget to save it. Done, everyone? I'll just add it to the chat, but be careful while copying and pasting to everyone. Done, done, done. Okay. You can check for challenge. Once you save this, Control X, you can check for challenge. It will give you the points for you. To activate the trigger, just do the add the new record. That's it. I'm inside the one of the record. It's a Burlington Textile account record. In the details, let's see, we get the checkbox. Yeah, match billing address. I'll just first, yeah, I have the billing zip code, the postal code, correct? The shipping postal code is empty right now. Fine. I'll leave it empty only. I'm not copying the entire address. I'm just copying the shipping code. Yes, Mr. Pranav, wait for a while. I'll just say match billing address. I'll make it true. As soon as I'll make it true, it will update your shipping address. Save. Magic. The same shipping address is appearing here. 27215. 27215. Correct? So it's working pretty much well for us. Mr. Pranav, can you put the error message in the chat? What is the error message there? We updated an account that had set to true, expect the trigger to fire, but didn't make sure the trigger fires. Just do Control S. You forgot to save your thing. That's the reason. You'll get this error if you forgot to save your trigger. Control S or go to File, press the Save button. Done? It is working, Mr. Akul, for you? Yeah. Okay, fine. What about others? Is it working for everyone? Done, done, done. After the for loop, the condition, this condition, yeah, sure. If I'm writing my object name, account object, it's like a complete address. From the account, then it goes to the account and check out for shipping postal code. And in the shipping postal code, it will assign the value from billing postal code. It's an assignment operator here. Like A equals to 5. So A will hold the 5 in it, right? In the similar way, I'm telling A equals to B. So whatever the billing postal code is there, it is getting saved into the shipping postal code. You're just referring to your field here through your object. Working perfectly. Okay, Mr. Tejas? Okay. Wonderful. Let's go to the next level. We spent good amount of time here only. Fine. I hope so you all have triggered your trigger as well, like you have just enabled the match billing and it will show you the things on it, right? Fine. Let's go to the next one. Bulk apex trigger. So you can even optimize it and use it in a bulk. No any doubt. The apex trigger over here. So when we use a bulk design pattern, the triggers works in a better way, and even it consumes the less server resources, and it's likely to exceed platform limit. Okay, less likely to exceed the platform limit. So let's try to make a bulk trigger over here. I'm not doing this practice one. It may end up for the reason for the next challenge, so I'm not touching it. Okay, but yeah, I'm going for the challenge here, and let us in brief discuss about this. So here they're asking to bulkify the apex trigger that add a follow-up task. So basically it should be adding a task for us to an opportunity once a stage is closed and won. Fire the trigger after inserting or updating an opportunity. So let's suppose I have the object opportunities over here. Okay. In the opportunities object, I have the stage here. The stage can be reviewing, close, progress, something like that. But as soon as I added here the stage as closed won, I won this opportunity and it is closed now. So it will add a follow-up task for the another person. Okay. It can be for you only, or like after once the opportunity is closed and won, what is the other task you have to do related to it, something like that. Or it can be for the other person also. Okay. So here you have to create the trigger with the name of closed opportunity trigger on the object opportunity, obviously. And this thing will trigger once you insert the data or after you insert the data. After insert or after update. Okay. It's not before, it's after completing the task, what you have to do next thing. So if your stage is closed won is equals to closed won, it will create a task for us. So the subject would be follow-up task, and the ID, it's like associated with the opportunity. Fine. Let's try to do this one. I'm just copying the name of the trigger. Closed opportunity trigger. You can close your own files. File new trigger. My trigger name is close opportunity trigger. It is for opportunity. Opportunity. Come on, everyone. Add this name, select the object, submit it. No doubt. There is no limit for the practice. Actually, we just get 2 hours and we have to complete the thing. So that's why I help you out for giving you the overview over here. Done, everyone? Thumbs up. Okay, submit. Okay. So we have to make a list of tasks. I'm naming it as a task list. You can name it whatever you want to. I said it's a new list. task next, new list with the new keyword. Yeah, you can close them. Or you can delete them also. It's fine. New list is show task. Come on. The keys are not working. So for from the opportunity, I'm trying to apply a trigger over there. From the opportunity for op variable, what I have to do, if my op dot stage name, it's a field API, stage name same as closed won, which is case sensitive, so be careful. So once it is closed and won, single quotes, it should turn purple, it's a value. Yeah, okay. So once it is closed won, I want to do something. I will add a task into the list, task list dot add. I will add a new task there where the subject is going to be, copy and paste the subject here. Follow up task. I really like double quotes because of Python. And what ID equals to the opportunities ID. ID lowercase. Yes. Perfect. Semicolon to show the termination. Nothing else should be accepted now. 1, 2, 3. Yep, everything's correct. Task list. Okay. Task. Yes, I have updated it. I'll just do Control A, Control C. I'm sharing it with you all. You can type it, no doubt. Control S to save it. You can check for challenge. Before insert. Oh, yeah, I missed that. Thank you. It should be after insert, right? After insert and after update. Good observation. Control S. After each and every changes, you have to do Control S, Control S. And I hate this. I've shared the correct one this time. Okay. Check for challenge. You will get the points. y'all are. Oh, okay, okay. We have just created the trigger. We have not triggered it. Insert as a part of the challenge check, but the insert field error. Discount percent. Oh, you have any discount percent field? Customize field? Yeah, yeah. For this error, I can help you. But the other error which you are getting, it's because of some other activity where you added the discount field. We created it for opportunity. Go to opportunity. Just go to any opportunity inside it. It is already close one. Change the stage to one. Save. Wait. Let me see any other any other opportunity which is not close one. Okay. Qualification. Mark as closed one. Closed one. Save. Now it should add up the task for us, which is to charts. Pass it to the phone. No task should get automatically created for each element. After this, let me check. I should not get error now. WHATID. Oh, sorry. If my task list size is greater than 0, then add it. Insert the task. We forgot to insert the task. We are just updating the insert into task list. We missed the step. We are just updating the task list, right? Adding it. But we have to insert it into the object also. So we will insert it. Control S. Now give it a try. Are all of you using a new playground? No, we are using old one only. But the thing is that there are certain earlier level where you have done some, the one which you have done with me in the class, for that you will not get error. But which you're doing on your own for the practice purpose or something, at that time you may get error. If you're doing the practice sets and all, right? So that time you get some error. Next step, something. I'm just trying to update the record. So I updated the record. Here it is close one. So ideally it should add a task for me. If I go to task, yeah, you can see assigned to me. The name subject is follow-up task. Priority is normal. Task is not started yet. Related to what? Related to same opportunity ID, right? So that opportunity ID is GenPoint. So I'm getting it here. Just go and update the stage for any opportunity to close one. The task will get initiated for you automatically. You can come to the task object and check out how many tasks has been assigned to you. Like I'm going back to any other opportunity. Let's suppose, oh, it's account. Sorry. I'll just check out for all opportunity. Yeah, qualification. Okay, this one. It's on the qualification stage. I'm just marking all of them, decision making, this, that, closed. And the stage is closed one, save. I saved it as closed one now. It will generate a task for me. I can go back to the task. You can see I got two tasks. One is for the GenPoint. The second is from the Deck and Sun mobile generators. It's working for us pretty much now. Yeah, insert the task into the database. You added the last if statement and press the Control S, Mr. Pranav. You added this if statement. If your list is having some item in it, insert that item into the database. No, it will come into the task there. Control S. You forgot to save it. Simple. Press Control S. In the activity also it's coming. Upcoming overdue here. Follow-up task. You can check it from here or from other site, Miss Smita. There is no due date, but it generated the follow-up task for you. Right? Okay. So I hope so after completing, yes. You're missing on the saving part, right, Mr. Pranav? Just check for the challenge. You should get a badge this time. Let's move on to the next one, that is test. So Apex Ticks, basically we are going to discuss how you can write a unit test, how you can do the test of your code, whether it is executing properly or not before taking it to the real working environment, right? So come on everyone, open this Apex testing. So this testing enables you to execute the test for your classes. You can do it for all the things. You can write a test for the class to check whether it's working the way it should work or not, or you can write a test for your triggers also. you can write it even for the Lightning platforms. Okay. With the help of the test code, you can ensure the high quality of your code, and you will get to know whether you'll be able to meet the requirements for after deploying it to Apex, right? So, and few things like Apex code, the testing code especially can only be written in the sandbox environment or a deploy organization only, not in the production. In the production, you cannot run any testing. So you can deploy the Apex code to a production also through the sandbox, okay, or through any application or the packages to the Lightning Platform Exchange. Through that, you can check out that thing. So the main benefit of the Apex unit test is nothing but to make sure your classes and the triggers are working as you expected them to work. Okay. Apart from this, the code coverage requirement, whether it's meeting that code coverage requirement for deploying the Apex to the production or distributing Apex to the customer via the packages or something, right? High quality apps delivered to the production org, which makes the production user more productive, obviously, and it will increase your customer trust as well. So when we say code coverage, it's like before you're deploying the code or any package in the Lightning platform on App Exchange, at least 75% of the code must be covered by the test. The test should cover at least 75% of your test code. And all those tests must be passed. It's covering, but it's fail. It should be covering 75% of the code and giving you the pass results. Okay. In addition, all the triggers as well must have some coverage. So the coverage is a requirement for the development most of the time. Make sure you're writing the test to test the common use case also, not only for the development case only, but in the normal scenario also you can write a test case in your app, whether it's a positive test case or the negative test case, whatever. And you can even bulk or for the single record also you can write it down. The syntax is pretty much simple. You have to use @is_test keyword over here annotation, followed by the static method, void, and the name of the test. Okay. So the visibility of the test doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Okay. So you can make it even public also. Here one example is given, like where they are trying to create a private class, my test class. It's a test, and creating a test for the method as well, static void my test code. Okay. So it's a single test class with a simple method, one simple method in it. Here, let's suppose I have created a new class that is helping me to convert the temperature from the Fahrenheit, take a Fahrenheit temperature and return the Celsius. So this is a simple class, but I want to do the testing I want to write a test for this code, how much it is doable. So in that case, I can create a new file with the test over here, right? And here I can test the warm temperature where I'm passing 70 degrees Celsius, and test the freezing point, test the boiling point, or test the negative temperature also. So assert will actually give you're comparing with what should be the expected output. Like when I say 70 Fahrenheit, I'm expecting it to give me the output as 21.11 Celsius. If I'm getting 21.11 degrees Celsius. That means my code is working absolutely correct for the warm temperature. Then I'm passing 32 Fahrenheit. When we say 32 Fahrenheit, that means I'm expecting this code to return 0 degrees Celsius. So that is what I said. System.assert is it equals to 0 Celsius? If it is true, I will get a green check. If it is false, if there is any bug in my code and I'm getting a wrong answer there, I will get a cross mark over there. Simple? Okay. Similar thing, like I have added here, they have added the test code for all the 4 possible conditions. But here actually they are calling the same method every time. From the temperature converter, they are calling Fahrenheit to Celsius only every time and passing the parameter over here. If they will even do the single time also, it will cover their 100% of the test. The test coverage will give you 100% over there. But they are doing it 4 times for the freezing point, for the boiling point, for the negative temperature and everything. Let's try to do it. It's very, very simple. Temperature converter, copy this file name. You have to make a class, okay? File, new, Apex class. I just put the file name temperature converter. Okay. Copy the code. Control A, Control V. So what this code is doing here, it's simple, right? I've made a method over here that will accept the decimal value. Okay. It goes to the FH variable. Then it is giving me the output also in the decimal only, where I'm doing FH minus 32, input minus 32 times 5 upon 9. This is the formula to convert your Fahrenheit into degrees Celsius. And the return will return me the value of scale with the scale of 2. Set scale of 2 with 2 decimal points. Simple. Control S. Save this. Okay. Now, I want to write a test code for this. I want to check my class, this code, whether it will work properly or not. Okay. Let's do it. File, new, class only. But this time, when we make a class, we will make sure at the start of the class, we will write @test over there. Is test, sorry. I'll just copy this code. The process is same, only adding the annotation at the beginning. @is test. So I made a private class, temperature converter test. It was temperature converter. It is temperature converter test. You can name it anything. There's no compulsion as such because we are not doing a challenge right now. This is my first method. Here I'm trying to from the temperature converter. That means from this file, I'm trying to call this method, which is Fahrenheit to Celsius. That means this one, Fahrenheit to Celsius, which will take 1 decimal value. So I pass the decimal value over here like 70. Okay. Now I'm expecting when the person enters 70, the usual output should come as 21.11 Celsius. Like here, the return should return me 21.11. Okay. Let's do Control S for the test also. Now I'll click on the run test. Go to test. You can see test run result over here. Temperature converter. The coverage is coming 100%. I have tested around. Okay. Let's go to temperature converter. Check the code conversion. So it is checking all the 3 lines of code. So my test coverage is 100%. Okay. Now let's see whether your output, whatever you're expecting, it is correct or not. You can see all the 4 methods are right. Correct? So that is the reason I'm getting 100%. So for the boiling point also I got the correct answer. Freezing point also I got the correct answer. Negative temperature also I got the correct answer. Warm also I get the correct answer. You can do little changes here. Control S. Okay. Run your test. I don't want to see it go by. Run the test. Now, ideal condition, in ideal situation, the answer should be 0. But I said answer should be 10. My code is working correctly, but assert value here I given the wrong. Now let's see. I'm getting a red cross here this time because the freezing point is not working for me. Definitely it will not work because the answer is coming 0 and I said the expected answer according to the test code should be 10. That's not true at all, right? The coverage will be 100%. Yep, fine. Warm temperature, boiling point, negative temperature, freezing point. Fine, it's covering the 100% over there. Okay. But here the assert value, the expected output is little different because I did the changes. I hope so. The unit test and the code is clear for all of you. How is it working? I made a class. I write the code, test code, to check it whether it's working the way it should work or not, right? You can even make a trigger, file, new, trigger, make a trigger, and make a trigger test set again to test it whether your triggers are working or not the way it should be working for you. Okay? The conversion code coverage will come on the top. Here you can just click on it and get to know for your last run how much is your code coverage. Other than that, here you can see at the bottom in the test console here, after running a test, whether they are getting successfully executed all the methods or not. Okay? Clear, everyone? Pretty much simple. Should we try the challenge now? Are we all alive? Hello? Can you all hear me? Okay. Fine. I'm going for the challenge here. They have already given the class code for us. Okay. We just need to write the trigger, the test code. So first we have to create the Apex class to verify date. Whatever the date you're entering, you have to verify that. Okay. Copy the verify date here. Make a file, new class, verify date. Okay. Now, the class code is already given for you. It's simple class with 3 methods there. Okay. So it is checking 2 dates for you, date 1 and date 2. If the date 2 is within the next 30 days of date 1, let's suppose today is 16. I pass the date 1 as 16 and date 2 as 18. So it will use date 2. It will use the second date, like 18 it will use. If the date within the 30 days of date 1 and date 2, return date 2, else send end of the month date. If they are not in the range, then it will go for the first date. Month end date of date 1. The other methods which I've called here, date within 30 days or send end of the month, it is defined here. Date within the 30 days, it's a Boolean. It will show you the true and false. It takes 2 dates as a parameter. and check if your date 2 is less than date 1. It will return you false. That means you have entered the past date. Today is 16, you're entering the date of 14 for date 2. That's not acceptable. If you enter the date 1, check that date 2 is within greater than or equals to the 30 days. So let's suppose I have said my date 2 difference is more than the date 1 30 days. Let's suppose I said date 2 as 18th of November. Till the 16th of November, it is 1 month. But as I said, 18th of November, it is more than 30 days. In that case, it will return a false to me if it is more than that. Else, it will return a true to me. Here, set end of the month date. So whenever it is returning false, what we should do? In that case, it will take the total date, like the first date, take the month, and it will give you the last date over there, last date of that month only. So these are the two methods which you're calling on the top and trying to use the if and else here to get whether date 1 you will be getting or the date 2 you will be getting. It is already given code for all of you. So I have one verified date class available. Now I have to write the test case for it. File, new, class only. Copy the name. Test to verify date, and the code coverage should be 100%. Run your test class at least once. Fine. It's done. I have to write here 3 test cases. Okay. It is going to take a lot of time. So as it's a test one, I'll define here @ is test. Public class test verify date here. Perfect. I'll make 2 private integers over here. First is a date type, which will take today date. I have to do anyhow testing, so I have to pass the data. Date dot today. The second again, it's an integer for total days from date in month I'm calling. I'm taking today's date, year, and today's date, month. So it will just give you the total number of days over there. and check out for the month, which month you are, by using a today's date. One is integer, other one is the date format. Now, let's define the first method over here is test only. That is void test for the old date I'm doing here, where the second date would be the past date. So I'm telling my date test verify date, right? Your class name, which you have to check. Verify the date. I'm calling the, yes, check dates. And for the check dates, I'm passing my variables, which I created. That is date today, and then Control Z. Yeah, I want to pass the second date in the past now. So I will say take today's date in this, add the days, and I'm adding negative days, like 1, 2, whatever you want to add. Negative part. So it will give you past date. I said -1. So today date would be 16/10. And the second one would be date 2 would be 15/10. 1 day old. The expected output over here, system dot assert equals I'm expecting it instance date today year the month and total days. Yeah, date today the month and the last day of the month. And date test. Okay, I'm done. This will at least check for the first condition over there. If I run my code, run my test at this level, the code coverage will be very less, because I'm just checking out the check dates over here for one of the conditions. Check dates, yeah. For first condition only I'm checking. No, this one. I'm checking out for this one. If is not tested in my test code, only the else pass it got tested in my test code. Fine. Uh-huh. Control S, file, save. Oh, termination. Terminated. Yep. Control S. Run the test code. Success. It got successfully run. It has only one method, verify date. That test old date, and it got executed successfully. But if I go to verify the date, coverage, only the else part. Only this is getting covered. Return is not getting covered. So half of the part, these days are not getting covered. So the coverage is very less. Writing code seems complicated. So you have to add some more methods over there. Now, this is just for the past date. I have to give one more date, which is exactly within the 30 days, next 30 days, and the next one will be out of the next 30 days. So we have to add some more methods here. At the rate is just again. Okay. Let me do one thing. I do have a shortcut also. I have a solution file for this. So I just added the second method over here, that is less than 30 days. Like the second day, I'm just putting add 20 days. I'm not adding a negative number here. I'm adding 20 days, not 30 even. So less than 30 days. So what will be the answer? The output would be, thus date 2 will be the output. Okay, so I'm telling assert equal should be the date to whatever I have passed, because it is less than 30 days. Makes sense. But if it is more than 30 days, okay, I have added 31 days to today dates, right? In that case, it will make it will give me the last day of the current month. Like now, October last day 31st. So it will give me 31st over there, right? Now if I'll do Control S, problems, no problem, run the test code, go to test, check out, everything is, all the values are up to the mark, green checks, perfect. And now if I do the code coverage, it's 100% also. I'm not missing on any line. Now I'm even following the return, where it will return the date too, because it is less than 30 days. And even I'm following this one also, where it is more than 30 days. So more than 30 days is also covered, less than 30 days is also covered, and the past date is also covered. All the three scenarios are covered in my test code. I'm putting my test code in the chat for the reference. Is this clear, whatever I have done right now? Or I can explain it again if you need some more explanation. Check for challenge, you're able to get the points because we are doing 100% code coverage. So you should get 100 points. Oh, why? Similar way, you have to write a test code for the triggers. Earlier, we have done it for class, where one class was there. We are writing a trigger. Here also, there is one. There is one trigger that restrict the contact by the name before update and after before insert. If anybody in the last name you're writing invalid name, it will not allow you to enter the name. So you have to create a trigger first. After adding a trigger, what you need to do, You need to just simply test your trigger with a test code. It's very simple one. This is the very easy one. Others are able to do it, not able to copy it. What should I do? What should I do? Wait a minute. Let me. Just allow me a minute. I'm sharing one link with all of you for a document. Oh, it's not triggers. It is testing Apex question 1 solution. I'm putting one link in the chat. Try that link. I'll be updating that folder for all of you. It's a Word file. You can copy it. Right? Just doable. Oh my god. So many participants. Guest 1, guest 2, guest 3, guest 6. Fine. I've just shared the test code with all of you. I've not shared the class code because that is already available. We just have 15 minutes, so can you do it little quick? Done, everyone? You're able to get it? Done? Got your points? Yep, done, done, done. Okay. I'm starting with the triggers then. Okay. Let's copy the name. So whenever the user try to enter the new record or update the record in the contact where the last name they have typed as invalid name in the caps lock, okay, what will happen? It will stop, it will initiate the trigger. It will just trigger it and it will add the error message there. The last name is not allowed. Clear? This is what the trigger is doing for us. But we have to write a test code for it now. So let's copy this and make a trigger first. Here we go. File, new, trigger. No, not opportunity. Oh, no, 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 no. I have not copied it properly. Okay. It's on contact phone number. Where is contact? Yeah. Contact submit. Copy the triggered code. It's already provided. Control A, Control V, Control S. Save a trigger. I'm just closing the other thing. Close opportunity trigger, temperature converter, yeah. Testing for temperature converter, verify data, test for verified date, restrict contact by name trigger. It's a trigger here. Let's add another file, new trigger. The new trigger name they are asking us in a separate test class. Okay. Test restriction context name. You have to make a class, by the way, not the trigger. So let's make a test class. Cancel. File new class. Enter the name. Test restrict contact by name. Okay. We are not done with this, dear. Miss Smita, you have run your okay. The test file which you have, check the spelling errors. I'll suggest you. You have said check dates. Date. Okay. From the check dates. Okay, just do one thing. Everyone, those are getting the error for the previous one. Oh, last 10 minutes only. No, Miss Smith, it's not because of the playground. 100% the code coverage is not giving you. Check your code coverage now. Just go to verify date, do Control S one time. Go to test verify date, the test code which I've shared with you. Run it. Make sure you will run the test. Everyone, when you copy and paste it and save your test code, you have the run button on the right top. Run it. It gives you success. Go back to verify date. Click on the coverage. It will show you how much the coverage is given by individual method and even from the entire class. It should be 100%. All tests should be 100%. Are you getting the same thing, Mrs. Smita? Apex trigger, Mr. Pranav, we are not done yet. So the triggers, you will get error, no doubt. Mr. Atul, it's just a typo. Verify date doesn't have the check dates they are telling. Go to your verify date, the normal class, check, do you have this line number 3 or not? Do Control S. Mr. Atul, for your verified date, just save your file and then try to run your test. Go to test and run it. Just save it. You copied the same code. I shared the code for test. I have not shared the code for the normal class. The normal class code is already there on your challenge. Above the challenge, you have the prep. Did you copy it and pasted that thing? I have two files here. Look, the first file is the normal class. The second file is the one which I've shared with you, the test code. You got the problem in test code that you don't have a normal class. Like verify class did not, no, that's for Miss Smita. For you, method does not exist or incorrect signature. You enter the wrong method name, check dates, date. Okay, from the type verified date. Look, it is giving you error for the verified date that the check dates is not the type of date. Oh, you're selecting all run, Miss Smita? Okay. Okay, last 5 minutes are there. Let me just quickly complete this trigger one. Just have a look for a while. You can watch out the recording afterward. Okay. What I did here, I copy. No, Miss Vaishnavi, I think so. What you have done when you run the code now, you must have done. Look, when you run the test now, if you click one time here, look, code coverage, all test is 100%. Okay. But I click on it one time here. It will show me the coverage of small method. Like the less than 30 days is covering 61%. More than 30 days is covering 84%. And the test old date is covering 69%. I think so. You're checking this individual method coverage. You're not checking the entire coverage, Miss Vaishnavi. Entire class coverage, test class coverage. Okay, let's come to here. Just have a look, everyone. Give me your 5 minutes. No, actually, I have 4 minutes only. So, what I did, I just copied and pasted the trigger, which was already provided above the challenge. This trigger will not allow anyone to enter the last name as invalid name. Clear? Control S. Make a new class. For the testing, I will try to enter the record, which will have simply, I will update this code in your sheet as well. So what I'm doing here, I have made one simple class here. It is trying to insert a contact which has the invalid name. So I said new contact, last name should be invalid. Okay. Now I have done the test, start test here. In the result, whatever the results are coming, I'm saving into the result variable. Database dot insert, I'm trying to insert my contact, the object which I created here. Okay. My contact. Okay. False. I'll get the result over there. Verify. In this case, now the trigger will be stop. So not result successful. If it is not successful, then it will show us expected insert to fail. Otherwise, you will get one or more errors or cannot create contact with the invalid NAST name. So these three things can come. I'm updating this test code in the file which I've shared with you all as well. This is the trigger test, okay? Line number 1, there is no error on line number 1. Line number 1 is test. Private class, yes. Control S, run it. I should get the test. Let me just minimize all this test. Okay. 7:59. One of this wasn't not able to execute. Test restrict contact by name. Test invalid name. Recording in progress. Okay. Let's check the coverage 100%. So it is not allowing and it is giving the error. Fine. So the test coverage is 100% over here. The last name is not allowed for DMO. Fine. You can check it. You will get the results over there, the points over there. Because the test which you wrote it there, it's giving you your 100%. I'm just stopping it here only. You will not get a batch because one more is left. You can give a try for the third one, create test data for the Apex test. You can give a try for this. It's okay, Miss Vaishnavi, I have showed you that. No, I think so. Done. Okay. The third one, you can give a try or else I'll help you in the next class. The expectation from all of you before coming for the next class, at least complete the APIs one. Okay. The API and all, which you have it. For the assignment purpose, yeah, yes, these one. Shield, API basics, platform API basics. Okay, try to complete this much. You can even work around the Apex admin and SOQL for admins. But the base APIs should get completed by the next class. Test class. Here we go. It's a second one, okay? Second test class. I'm not getting the send option. Okay, yeah, send. Okay. Thanks everyone for your patience and giving a little extra time also. We'll see you. Mr. Ashutosh for getting the uh, global certification coupons and all. The condition is very simple. Complete all this. This should be 100%. The assignments are the APIs one. You have the API here, platform API basics, and Shield platform encryption. So these three: Shield, API, and platform API basics. Okay. Next class is doubt solving session. So you all can come up with your queries, and I'm expecting you to at least complete till here, till the platform API basics. And you can come with any queries, and I will even complete the last one which is left from today's session. Okay. So I hope so. You all have already received the timetable, so you all know very well when we have our next class. Oh my god, I have hundreds of tabs open. The next session we have it on Thursday, if I'm not wrong. It's on Thursday, 24th October. Okay. So I'll meet you all next week. Yeah, 24th October. Okay. Thanks everyone. Thank you for your time. We'll see you all next week, 24th of October, Thursday. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, Sabha. Thank you, everyone.